Damson here, and welcome back to Factorio, and I am joined by Tim.
Howdy.
So, we're just carrying on from basically last episode and just fixing things and sorting things out and basically just doing that. And obviously I've got to finish doing the walls, and I should be able to finish the wall. I mean, what I might do is... Are you going to tack into that? I'm not. Yeah. Okay, so that... I've just added an extra steam engine for now.
Okay.
Right. As you can see, there's a ghost mode of a couple of setups that Tim's working on. So,
Yeah, working on overproduction.
I just need to nip back, shove that in there. Might as well stick that there. Why aren't you... That's interesting. Let's take you out of there then. Put you in there. Okay, that was a bit weird. One of the furnaces had... oh, there wasn't, that's why there wasn't enough in there. It's alright. There wasn't enough iron plates in to create the steel.
Ah, okay.
It's 5. Okay, so how far did I get with this wall? Clearly I got past here. I must have got down to the corner. Yeah, I did. I guess I was starting to go through here. I'm wondering, did I probably... I was just trying to think, did it... I didn't get across... Didn't start going across here, did I, at the bottom? I was thinking, did it save when I... You know what I mean? Did the ghost state save? But then I realised it does save the ghost state. Just not when... You know, it doesn't save what you do. Sort of thing.
Okay.
What? Didn't make any sense, did it?
Nope.
Basically what I realised that I was thinking, did I even go, you know, did I go put ghost walls down the bottom?
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, well, does it not save the state of the ghost, you know, once when you load up a game? But then I realised, no, I didn't actually do anything down here with the walls I didn't actually
Okay.
start putting the ghosting in.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
Because we've got that much trees down here, it's like I've got to be sort of. It's interesting to know where the state of the. Where the wall is and where the ghosting is. Because I kind of don't want to be on the other side of a wall.
You don't want to be stuck on the outside?
Yeah. Don't want to be stuck on the outside of the wall.
Yeah, it does sound like a bad idea.
Have you ever seen... is it Warcraft?
What?
Warcraft.
The game?
Yeah. Movie.
The World of Warcraft movie?
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just... I went downstairs, like, just a few minutes ago before we obviously started, and then it was like... My mother sat there watching it, and I'm like... I asked her what it was, and she said, oh, Warcraft, and I went, oh, okay. I don't know why, you know, the response was, oh, okay. As of like, well... Why, you know, I used to play Warcraft. But then the movie just doesn't seem to tick boxes for me, if you know what I mean.
That's fair. I mean, I kind of enjoyed the movie myself.
Yeah. But I mean, I suppose it's like got rid of the wall. I didn't mean to do that. I suppose with me, it's certain. It's got to be a certain type of movie to pique my interest, and not one for people going to get any ideas there. So basically, it's got to be like, for example, a movie to me to pique my interest is something like Big Trouble in Little China or Police Academies or Jurassic Worlds. See, but you'd think I'd be interested in the Warcraft movie. I mean, because I've seen...
Yeah, but, I mean, how much of the, I mean, did you get much into the lore on...
No.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got a little bit more into, like, the lore of that game. So, to me, the movie I found pretty interesting because it did a good job of establishing a good stage that, had they been able to do more movies, I think would have been really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like that, and that was kind of what their goal was, but unfortunately, they didn't get enough interest with that first film. So, not going to be any more. So, which is a bummer.
Did you ever watch his Dark Materials series?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I've had that conversation before.
Yeah.
With a girl. So for the people that didn't hear our conversation, basically, if you've ever seen the movie Logan, if I'm correct, she was in that one, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you told me about that one. I didn't catch that at all. I'm usually good at catching those things, but yeah, I did not pick that up in the slightest.
Yeah, but doesn't it? See, it always seems fascinating to me because it's like his Dark Materials obviously is based on books, and obviously, if you don't know what his Dark Materials is, check it out. It's basically, if you haven't, to describe it, if you've seen the Golden Compass, you'll see a lot of similarities because it's the same.
Well, it's the same story.
Same, like, author that wrote the Golden Compass. But do you know what was interesting? That I've only just realised quite recently.
What?
I take it you've seen Popeye with Robin Williams.
Yes.
I did not realise that olive oil. I didn't realise that was Shelley Duvall from The Shining.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
I know. I never ever realised that was her.
Yeah. Yeah, which I'm surprised by. Yeah. It's yeah, and she does make a good olive oil. She got the right frame for it.
Yeah, I even because I'd seen Popeye before. I had seen The Shining, because obviously when Popeye was out, I was still too young to see The Shining. And yeah, I just never put the connection between them at that point. Because at that point, movies really didn't pique my interest.
Mm-hmm.
What I did find, what has annoyed me a little bit and what's sort of bummed me out of it is just the fact that I take it you know that they remade Scooby-Doo into this movie called Scoob.
Yeah, I never saw it, but
no, but I'm so gutted that they didn't pick Matthew Lillard to play Shaggy again, to voice him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's been in that role for a long time. Because he used to do the cartoons as well, I believe. Which is a shame.
Yeah.
I still is it up the creek without a paddle or something like that he's in with. Oh God, I don't remember his name. Is it The Rock in that one? Which one was up the creek, or was that? Was it up the creek without a paddle? Up the creek. I probably completely got this wrong.
How come like every power pole I've placed is exactly in my way of what I'm trying to do?
Yeah. There he is. I'll remember his name when I look back on him now. Apologies about this. I'm just it's gonna do my head in if I don't actually. Billy was in Robot Chicken. Oh, he was in Robot Chicken, wasn't he? Probably got the completely wrong bloody movie. Lego Scooby-Doo. Was it before Scooby-Doo? The actual Scooby-Doo movie? Really, he was in Scream 4. Okay. I can't find it. It's gonna do my head in. Was he even in it? Without a Paddle. That was it. It was called Without a Paddle, and it had. Oh no, it was Seth Green that was in it as well. Matthew Lillard and Seth Green.
Right.
And if I haven't actually talked about this on a video, you'll know Seth Green is a child actor from It, if you've ever seen that, the original. And you'll know him as Chris from Family Guy. You also know him as the creator of Robot Chicken. And yes, you're probably going to tell me there's other movies he's... Obviously, Austin Powers, Rat Race. Oh, I do like Rat Race though. You've seen Rat Race?
I think so. So, I mean, Rat Race is a bit of a remake of that Mad World movie from way back when.
If I remember, Rat Race was like Rowan Atkinson, Whoopi Goldberg, John Cleese, and a few others. Oh god, it's Matey Boy. Cuba Gooding Jr. is one. What's the guy that steals Hitler's car? Cannot remember his name.
I don't really remember that movie at all.
Rat Race. 2001. Bloody hell.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
Whoopi Goldberg, yeah. That's actually interesting. I won't say it, but if you've the Fox sportscaster in the film has the exact same name as me. And no, it wasn't me. Before anybody says anything, if you know my proper name, that's quite interesting. There's quite a lot of people with the same name as me, actually.
Well, it's not an uncommon name.
No. Puppy. Oh, John Lovitz. That's it. That's the guy that steals Hitler's car in that film.
Yeah, okay.
And then Kafi Najimy as well. I probably butchered her last name, but you ever seen Sister Act?
What?
Have you ever seen Sister Act?
Oh yeah. I mean, not in like, I mean, I saw it like forever ago, but I have seen it.
Yeah, she's one of the nuns in that.
Yeah.
Alongside Whoopi Goldberg. And I mean, you got the legendary actor Maggie Smith in it. Now, I like Maggie Smith as an actress. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that with a wall. Obviously, she was alright in the Harry Potters, but depends if you like that film. Films.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they are good films, but There's one film that me and David always talk about, and I'm not sure if you might have heard of it or seen it. 51st State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen it.
I love that film.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that one.
I mean, I know, obviously, it's some of the good. It's got some good actors in it. I mean, Samuel Jackson, and it's got
Was he in that one?
Yeah, he's in 51st State. He's the guy in The Kill. He's the Scottish.
I didn't remember that character. It's been ages since I've seen that film.
Yeah, he's the dude in The Kill that helps him.
Oh, I sort of remember that now.
And then you've got the likes of Meatloaf. He gets into some roles, does Meatloaf, like. I could be here for some time, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ, I've got a forest to plough through. Just to try and get matched up. I'm going to run out of wall sections before I even get there. I've got to be really careful about how many trees I take away as well, because obviously we've got the biters to the south, but I don't want to expose any weaknesses right now.
Yeah. So I've rerouted our copper production.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we'll have 2 of those production facilities for the iron plates and 2 for copper. I mean, obviously what's ghosted down is overkill, but for right now, but we'll expand upon it as we go. And then I'm doing another one for steel production, so we can start working on some of that.
And I will show you that when I get back up there. I'll show you what's happening when I get back there, because I'm going to have to obviously go back there and get some more stone and stuff.
Stone stuff. Got it.
Stone walls.
Yeah, there's 246 stone walls.
It's not bad. I've got 300 and odd on me at the minute. But if you can see me on the map.
Yeah, I see where you're at.
Yeah, I'm having to do a little bit of deforestation, which worries me a little bit, but I know the pollution's not that far down, so we're not really going to touch on these biters yet.
Yeah, not too worried about that.
We've got 2. So we've got 2 biters south. Well, we've got 3 biters south. Because we've got one.
Those have spread. Those weren't there before.
Nope. Have you seen the top? To the north, east, and eastish.
I wasn't paying as close attention to those, but yeah, those have grown.
Yeah. But, I mean, for now, we should be alright, because the pollution's not spreading. The more time to be a little bit worried is when we start expanding bigger, or when we set up a train line. Because when we set up a train line to do separate facilities, that's going to be interesting. I mean, if I can get a gun on the back of the carriage that gets loaded when it gets to stops and stuff like that, as long as it's got enough ammunition on board, if it comes near biters or biters come near it, then that is fine. But it's just like, what would you consider to be one of your favourite movies that you can watch over and over again and never get bored of?
Pass.
Have you seen that many then?
Well, I've seen a lot of movies. I struggle in general with the word favorite.
Oh, okay.
Because and not with movies, just with anything. The anytime the word favorite is thrown around, my brain just shuts down.
Okay then. Well, what's a movie that you could watch over and over again and not get bored of then?
Probably nothing. I don't think I have the psychology to watch a movie over and over again and not get bored. Like there's movies I really enjoy, but as far as watching over and over again, there's like rarely anything. There are certain TV shows that I've watched, because there's a longer duration to those.
Yeah.
And there's definitely TV shows that I can watch from beginning to end without feeling burned out at all. One of which is the two off the top of my head, which feel radically different, is Stargate and Adventure Time.
Stargate and what?
Adventure Time.
Is that cartoon thing?
Yep.
I shouldn't laugh. I sat there the other day and watched Shaun the Sheep Farmageddon.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's good. I like the Wallace and Gromit stuff.
The interesting thing, though, is it's got a lot of jokes in it that I think kids won't get.
Sure. Yep. Well, it's the same with Adventure Time. Like I was in the same boat as you with Adventure Time as far as being like, isn't that kid's show? And of all people, Beth recommended it to me.
Because my dad recommended Farmageddon to me just because of my 2-year-old niece. But no, like I say, I don't know, because like I said with Farmageddon, it's the bit. If nobody's seen it, this is spoilers, but it was quite, it's been out for a while. The bit where, like, they whistled to go into the secret thing, and it was into the office, and it's the X-Files tune, and then you've got the fact of, at one point you do have like the Close Encounters tune as well, and it's like, yeah, kids aren't going to get that unless they've seen the movies.
Yeah, and it's unlikely that they have. I mean, especially, like Close Encounters. First of all, Close Encounters is not a kid's movie.
Nope.
And two, it's an old movie. So...
I like Close Encounters. Yeah, so, I mean...
I enjoy it. I mean, it's a bit on the slow side, but that's, I don't know, it's par for the course of the time period, really.
Yeah, I mean, now you've kind of piqued my interest with this Adventure Time thing now, so I'm probably going to have to look and maybe sit down and see what's what with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody, but because I put it in the same category as just being like, okay, that's just, excuse me, just some kid show and blah blah, and it looked really dumb. And from what little I'd seen of it, and Beth had seen just a little bit of it over at somebody else's house, a long time ago, and she kind of recommended it to me, and I was like, I don't know, blah blah blah, and she's like, well, just give it a chance, because she's like, it seems like something you would enjoy. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And so I sat down and I watched the first episode, and my response to the first episode was actually, this makes me feel very uncomfortable in a way that I enjoy. So I was like, all right, and they're really because each like episode is actually like 2 episodes, so it's like 2 like shorter episodes.
Yeah.
So like each like story is really short, and so I was like, all right, so I'll watch a little bit more of it, and so I started gobbling through it, and the more I watch it, the more I got into it, and now I became obsessed with the show at some point. And Beth was like, yeah, she's like, I've only seen a little bit of it. You know way more about it than I have ever known about it at this point. And so yeah, it's just I got mega into it.
Because I know there's been memes and stuff about Adventure Time.
Well, the one thing that I appreciate about it is the imagination of the show.
Yeah.
It's very just like unabashedly imaginative and creative. And there's something I can respect about that as a creative individual myself that struggles with, with struggles with creativity as far as like, well, I don't know if people will like this, and doubting myself, and not always being just me. There was just something so open about Adventure Time that was so just, creative in a very uninhibited kind of way. And the show actually gets pretty intense story-wise, and like other things, there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't think kids are really going to get either.
No.
But regardless, it's I very much enjoy it, and I was very sad when it ended. There's the new thing that they're doing right now, and I haven't watched any of them. Waiting for it to release more content, and then I'm gonna like binge it. But
I need to binge Rick and Morty. I need to catch up.
Yeah, I got caught up on that. It's amazing how quickly it is to catch up on that because their seasons are so short. I mean, it's like, blink and you miss it.
But does it, without spoiler, is it as good as other seasons have been? Or,
I mean, it's good. There's some good episodes in there. I think the tricky bit, though, is that Rick and Morty, because of the intensity of it, I think it's one of those things that it's hard to maintain that intensity.
Yeah.
Because it's got a shtick to it, and obviously that shtick kind of grows old over time.
Oh, yeah.
And while I enjoyed watching the season, I didn't find myself as into it as the previous season. But that could have just been me. I don't know. Oh, that's actually not where we want to put that. Gotta cut that now.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy, some of the stuff that Justin Roiland's done. I mean, if you've ever heard of or played Trover Saves the Universe or Accounting or, that sort of, if you've heard of them, like Trover Saves the Universe is one of Justin Roiland's.
Which I was curious in playing. I haven't.
It's very.
Gotten around to it yet.
It's very sort of. Bar like. Rick and Morty Virtual Reality, which I've got, and I've got on PS4 for the VR. And. I mean, I've got Accounting, I've played Accounting, and the thing with Justin Roiland is yes, I don't want to roast him. He's good at what he does, but the Morty voice comes out way too much in stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is some redundancy because even watching like the trailer on that game, I was like, like you're familiar with Rick and Morty,
You know
what
Morty
the
voice.
source is.
Yeah,
and you know what the source is. It's like, oh, these are the same people, clearly.
yeah. That's what I mean. If you know Rick and Morty, you know the characters, you know the voices, you know. You know who's who.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched something about where he was trying to explain how Rick and Morty became Rick and Morty. Sort of how it became about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was interesting to watch. And, you know what I mean? It was...
Yeah.
It was interesting. But... it still doesn't take away Rick and Morty to Rick and Morty. It's like watching something on how Futurama was made. Now, Futurama, there's a series I wish they'd have done more on.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it did come back at some point. They had that.
Didn't they have the crossover again?
Well, they had that first cancellation, and then they kind of came back and didn't last long, and then were gone again. Which was just kind of sad. Oh, I broke something. What'd I break? Ah, that's what I broke.
Ooh, yeah, them biting nets are growing.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I kind of broke power to the base for a bit, but everything's back online now.
That's fine. I've done that. But I did that.
Yeah, I was suddenly wondering why, like, I had run out of iron plates over at this new area. I was like, what the heck's going on there? I broke that.
I mean, yeah, I like
Okay,
so
I got steel production going.
That's good. I like Futurama. I mean, you can tell it was created by Simpsons guy. Forget his name. Damn.
Matt Groening.
Yeah. Obviously, I know it says it on the title screen, but you can tell. Even if you've never ever watched The Simpsons, and if you've never ever seen an episode of The Simpsons, where have you been? Sort of thing.
I know, right?
I mean, I did not realise that. I mean, I know this is a bit of a tangent, going away from well, it's not, but I take it you've seen Simpsons, so you know probably.
Oh, I've seen all of The Simpsons.
I'm not up to date on The Simpsons though.
I am.
Christ, how many seasons has The Simpsons got? Is it well over
36 or 37?
Holy shit, that's a lot of seasons. It's the longest, isn't it? The longest running.
Yeah, it's the longest running cartoon show of all time.
And
no, I'm wrong. Okay, it's 31 seasons. I thought it was more than that.
Jesus Christ, well, that's still a lot.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so it's officially listed as 31 seasons.
It's still a bloody lot of seasons to try and binge through.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've been around since '89.
Oh yeah. Well, I was only one.
Mm-hmm.
Showing my age.
So, because before the show itself started, it was a skit on the or a short on the Tracy Ullman show.
Ah. Because I remember I have seen the pilot, the original pilot episode. Oh my god, it does look like shit.
Oh yeah, it does.
The animation and the voice acting and.
But it looked even worse on the Tracy Ullman show.
Did it?
Yes. So, yeah, it's like if you think that looks bad, yeah, the artwork on the Tracy Ullman show was even worse.
And this,
yeah, it was.
Like I said, this was predate Futurama and everything like that. Yeah, I do like.
Have you seen Enchanted?
Enchanted.
Is that what it's called? Hold on, let me just.
Once Upon a Time?
Or. No. Hold on.
Enchanted.
No, it's the new. It's no, my mistake. It's Disenchantment. The latest Matt Groening.
No.
Offering.
No, not yet.
Kind of makes sense. So you have Simpsons, which of course is modern day. Futurama, which of course was the future. Disenchantment is classic, like medieval fantasy.
Sucks.
And yeah, it's. I mean, it's okay. I mean, in lieu of like nothing better to watch, like it's not terrible, but yeah, not nearly as good as like The Simpsons and Futurama.
Yeah. I mean, surely The Simpsons is going to run to an end at some point.
Maybe. I mean, holy hell! I just I mean, at this point, a lot of the episodes, it's like, oh, we've seen this before. Like there's a lot of like repeat now on the episodes where it's basically kind of the same storyline but a slightly different result, or it's happening to like a different person, or slightly different scenario, but it's basically kind of the same story. But it's also kind of hilarious to me too, because it's like being a cartoon show, the running joke, of course, is that like nobody ages, like they're all the same age. So they've gone from a standpoint of being back in like the late 80s and the early 90s, where like having a computer was like, yeah, some people did, to around long enough to where now like everybody's got a smartphone. So like obviously the culture within the show has changed as culture outside the show changes.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that those episodes, I think, really kind of represent an interesting kind of timestamp of culture over the course of seasons. All right. Do we want to be running research?
Yeah.
Should probably be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was gonna go for.
I've got circuit breakers done because I'll need them for the gates. But I was just doing a quick run around the wall because the wall is completed but not actually showing up on the minimap for some reason.
Yeah, it shows up on the big map, but the minimap, I only show like wall on the left and a little bit on the right, and everything else looks empty on the minimap.
Yeah.
But if I open up the big map, I can see it's
Oh yeah,
closed.
if I open the big map, it's there.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why that is.
Might need to it probably will need to thingy, but I'm just running through. Did they get rid of Quickie Mart guy? The guy that owned
I don't know. I don't know if they officially got rid of Apu in any way. I don't remember seeing him much in the newer stuff that I've watched recently.
Yeah.
But
because that's He's voiced by Hank Azaria, as well as Maul.
Yeah. Well, Hank does a lot of the voices.
Chief Wiggum.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's amazing because I mean, The Simpsons has always been done by a pretty light cast of voice actors.
And if you've never seen The Simpsons, spoiler: Bart is a girl.
Yeah.
Bart's voice actor is a girl. But honest to God, I mean, yeah, I know it's been done by a light cast, and it's just like, well, I know he did Apu, and he did, you know, he just like Chief Wiggum and everything. I don't know. I do like The Simpsons. I mean, I like the Treehouse of Horrors stuff. Was it as well? Like the special ones were good.
My favorite Treehouse of Horrors was the 3D one.
3D one. We have to refresh my memory a little bit more.
It was Homer gets trapped in another dimension.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one where he goes into the proper like world?
Yeah.
And they turn him.
Yeah, like he's actually like 3D rendered, and then he's in this weird, like 3D space, and then he gets out of that, and he ends up in the real world, and he goes into like a cake shop or a pie shop at the end.
Yeah.
That was great. You know, because to me at the time I was just like, oh my god, I want to see more of that. Show me more of that.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, it's just a one-off. You know, there's no more to be had there.
Well, I've just filled that steel chest with an absolute ton of wood. So that wood, I have no idea what we're going to do with.
I don't know. I mean, we could throw it into the boilers.
Yeah, we've got coal going up there, though, haven't we?
Yeah, but I mean, I could rejigger that to have coal on one side and...
Yeah, it's just we have that ton of wood that I need to just get rid of.
So, because if I do this...
You got any stone for landfill?
Let's see. No, I don't want to split, actually. I want to... Isn't there a... How do I do this?
I could do with chucking another 2 steam engines on each. I need to get away. I need to make some solar panels as well. Need to try and get away from steam during the day.
Okay, so let's put all this on that side, and then we can just actually
I need 2.
the box would have to be on the other side.
Yeah, it's all in that. It's all in the steel chest that's down the bottom.
There to go there. Another power pole there, and then I got a bunch of wood on me too. Put the wood there, and then the wood will go on that side. Yeah, that works for now. That's a little weird, but whatever, it works.
So I've still got a ton of wall blocks on me at the moment, but I'll just put them down in the wall chest for now, because I know that I'm not going to need them yet. I need to figure out now.
I'm actually just going to put
2. So I need...
Alright, I'm just putting a steel chest there. So, where's that other wood?
You know the big... You know that chest? You know where can you see where I am?
Yep.
Yeah, in there. There's a lot of it. Because I might having to deforestize.
I don't have enough inventory to hold it all. I had too much junk in my inventory. Well, let's just dump some of this other stuff. And I'll just take the rest of the wood. Okay.
So let's get what I'm cooking up. What's that? Peas and rats. Just get some normal cooking for now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, all the wood's in there. So we got wood on one side, coal on the other. So that'll just
get used.
Get burned.
Well, it should do if it doesn't pick up coal. If it doesn't keep picking up coal.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna take the coal. I'm gonna disconnect the coal.
You don't have to. Don't. Let's say you don't have to disconnect the coal.
No.
What I was just gonna say was just quickly, rather than doing that, it's just flip it.
Yeah, put coal. Put wood in one.
No, what I've done is I've just flipped the belt. Just turn the belt around, rotate the belt. And then what it'll do is it'll go through all the source here. When it runs out of coal, it'll just go straight to the wood.
Okay. Well, yeah, same idea. I just disconnected it there instead of flipping the belt. So.
Flipping the belt was a lot easier.
I guess. It's just easier to notice that a belt is missing versus reversed.
Yeah. Okay.
But either way, same result. Is my point. Okay, so we can get rid of this. We don't need these there anymore.
So what are you not liking? Okay. You're not liking that.
How are we doing? Good. Okay, so I got a bunch of steel.
Okay.
So I stole a bunch of the steel.
So what's this one going to be for?
It'll be another copper one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 2 irons, 2 copper. For right now, I just got the steel over this way. So I got the plates kind of split off right now.
Oh right, the steel's here.
Later on, I got this lined up with this upper one here.
Yeah.
Later on, when I got that producing, that'll connect over to do steel work.
Okay.
And right now I just got the steel, not convenient, but I just have it dumping into a chest way at the end of steelworks there.
Okay, so I need...
So, now,
I need to nick a piece.
Now we do have
wood.
Okay, so we got the steel furnaces now, right? Yeah.
So I've got...
Now that increases our speed at the cost of pollution.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do here...
Well, in fairness, it does and it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Because the speed doubles and so does the pollution. So basically it's functionally the same as 2 stone furnaces.
So I need some more.
So actually, it doesn't really actually increase pollution. I mean, it does if you replace every stone furnace with one of those, but in the long run, I mean, you would need less of those than stone furnaces. So it's really not a increase per se. Yeah, we still don't have those better power poles yet, right? Can we get those? Thank you.
I'm gonna get that researched. Okay, so what I need to do.
So what did that do?
What did what do?
Oh, excuse me, more inventory slots. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the tool belt thing actually did. I didn't look at it.
Oh no, it gives you more.
Yeah.
Have I got? Have you got? No. Get one of these. There we go. There we go. I'm just sorting out power.
Did you put down another lab?
Yeah, I just put down another lab and put an inserter on it.
Alright, sweet.
Okay, I don't.
So, yeah, because we should have enough to do that. So, alright. So, what are we looking for next on the science packs? Are we going for the military one and then the blue?
Yep.
Okay, so we need to... I need production for those.
Alright, that goes into that. You're gonna come along and... Seems the steam engines are... seem to be kicking out a lot more than I expected. So I notice if I take away, example, if I take away a couple of power poles, these steam engines are really working here at the moment. So it's oh, they were really working. Aha, okay. The temporary loss of power on the base, don't worry about it. We've run out of wood. So I'm just going to flip the call back round. Still with me over there? Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm going to have to nick a bit of coal and get one of the boilers fired up quickly. There we go.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, we got wood. It's just you didn't have power for the inserter that puts wood on the belt.
Yeah, but like I said, the steam and because I disconnected a couple of things on the steam engines, you can tell that it's really starting to work a bit more. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I put in an extra power, you can hear them slow down.
Yeah.
But what I've done,
so they distribute the draw so that
yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming from like one, then the next one, then the next one. It load balances it.
So, you know how you designed your the solar field when you put it down?
If you want to call it a design, sure, yeah.
Yeah, well, I've decided that I'm going to go with 2 in the middle, and then like that on the edge.
Okay, that looks good.
It's just a usual.
I didn't really design it per se. I just kind of slapped them down, to be honest.
Yeah. But that's usually the way I do it.